Okay, so here we have an interview with Mark Walsh, aka local poet Marcus Brannock. Not so much local anymore, Mark. Your videos have been seen by over 5,000 people here in Ireland, the US, India, Vietnam, Brazil, China, Mexico, Germany, and of course by your neighbours, not in Seagrange, but the UK. So, how does that make you feel at the start?
Nice to be here, Rennie. Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming, to be honest with you. Yeah, at the start I was very apprehensive as well, you know.
Yeah.
On actually just pushing the button and doing what we had to do to get that first initial poem out, written word. As you know, in the company of like-minded idiots.
Great title, which your mother came up with.
Yeah, believe it or not, we had two titles between the three of us. As I said, collaborating with yourself and Chris Boland. But yeah, so it came down to between that and another, and Pegasaurus picked that one. So
excellent stuff. And how did you actually get started in the poetry? I think you initially, when you and I were talking about it, was kind of something a way to express your feelings, because you, like me, you know, had the anxiety issues and mental health issues. If maybe you want to go into some detail about that, because I'm sure there'll be other people out there who would actually like to hear that and say, you know, hey, look, this has actually helped him, you know, overcome stuff and, you know, coming through a better man on the other side. If you want to go into some detail on that.
I don't know if it's better man is the right
well,
choice of word.
Better than you were, man.
Yes,
so,
no,
yeah.
100%, and it should be made aware. Like with mental health, it's for me. I was in a bad place. I was living in a run-down place, and I'd damaged my neck. I was waiting on an operation, and I was in a bad way. But I don't know. For me, the writing was, for me, I thought the mental health thing was part of it. So I just kind of rolled with it, and I never gave it too much thought until I was approached by Chris and yourself that said, no, this is good.
Do something with it, yeah.
Let's do something, but
put it out there.
As I said, if you're asking me, yeah, 100%. It's like anything, if fitness is your thing, or unfortunately, I couldn't do them kind of things because of the injury to my neck, and I was, as I said, I have also literature problems, dyslexia and illiterate, but I found a way around it, and
yeah.
As I said, it's
I remember when you sent me one or two poems at first to listen to. I said, your voice now, we would hear it normally as normal Dubliners all around, etc. But then when you listen to it on good quality headphones and you listen to sort of raspiness, you really have that kind of gravelly voice that makes you stand up and listen. Like I said to you the first time I listened to it in the like-minded company of idiots, and I was like, Jesus, Mark, you could read off a shopping list and listen to it, because the way you say it, your voice is, you know, it's like there's a personality within your voice, and you're kind of hanging on to each word, you know. And the way you're not monotone, you're not like, so this is what happened. You're like, so this is what happened today, you know, goes up and down, and it gets people's attention.
As I said, I'm reading my own words, so it's easier, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's easier, but my format for doing it is I write, and because I wouldn't be the greatest speller and all the stuff that goes with it, when I write it, I record it straight away onto my phone so I can hear it back. So that's where it actually came from. It was an easier way for me to keep in touch with what I was writing. So.
Yeah, and I noticed some of the few you sent me as well. You can hear the passion in your voice. Like you can hear when you're getting angry or upset. You know, with this, you can hear the emphasis in your voice and the tone. You also mentioned you played one or two poems for me as well about your children, and I think you said as well, you know, you like incorporating them into your stories, but you also, if everything ended right now and, you know, God forbid life was gone, you've left something behind for generations. You know, you've left your mark in the world.
As I said, we're doing this for a reason, like, and my reasoning is that it leaves something, it leaves a mark behind, and as I said, if nothing else comes of it, at least to be there for future generations.
Well, as I said, there's people in China and Vietnam and Chile now who know you, you know, so they know your words and they like it. And I mean, there's been some great comments on the videos, like, you know, you're the word sorcerer for our generation now. You know, like you're spitting the lyrics, you're saying what needs to be said, and you know, some people don't like it, but you're not going to apologize for speaking the truth. You know, you're very passionate about it. And do you have any other stories, maybe, or anything you want to relate in regard to this?
Yeah, over the last while now, I've been approached by a good few people, and there's another a poet, Eamon P. Carney. He got in touch with me. Really good guy. Has his book out. He done a book a few years ago and donated all the proceeds to Temple Street Hospital, which was a beautiful touch. But Eamon got in touch with me, and when he heard the first one that went out, he was taken back. So he asked me to narrate one of his poems, which myself and yourself collaborated on as well. So that was a lovely touch, and people have been sending me their poetry and
stuff to narrate.
Not that I feel a bit overwhelmed like that. I don't have the.
Again, I think it could be your voice, though. You have the voice, like, you know, some of those voices you'd listen to. Like I said to you before, and I know you're maybe taking it back a bit and saying, no, but I said, God, you kind of have the voice that reminds you like the likes of Ronnie Drew or Luke Kelly. You know, you have that type of voice that, you know, in a room will stand out. You know, people pay attention and listen to you. You know?
Well, as I said, I come from a very musical family as well. So I've been singing and playing for a long time, and I don't know, cigarettes probably have a factor to do with that as well. But,
voice,
but it's my natural voice. So I'm just glad that people like to hear it, and it comes across well on what we do.
Yeah, and it's good that if people need to find you, you're on YouTube. There'll be a link in the description below as Marcus Brannock Poet, just not to be confused with the other Marcus Brannock, but you won't be able to confuse him because the other Marcus Brannock doesn't have a voice like that or a big red bushy beard, you know. So, so it's been a great experience. Things have slowed up a little just due to work commitments and that, but as I say, we're not going away.
No, absolutely not.
We have more to come.
And as I said, we have a few more in the pipeline. I've written a couple more lately, and as I said, I think I'm going to keep them under my hat for a little bit because they might be a bit controversial towards what's happening in the world at the minute. And
you heard that first here, folks. So you know it's going to be some good shit coming out. So
I'm going to. At the minute, we're trying to legalise things towards what we do and how we do it, GDPR and all that stuff. And hopefully the book will be out in another 12, 13 months.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We might have to do a GoFundMe page. People can order the book and get signed copies. That'd be brilliant. Get signed copies from Marcus, you know.
I'd just like to say a big thanks to all the people that were involved in this, yourself, Chris, like everyone that's lent a hand to what we're doing, especially the people that are in the videos. They're all local people, they're all friends, family, just genuine local people, and they're really excited to be in something like this. So we've no end to how many people we can use in what we do in our videos and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So big thank you to them.
Appreciate you taking time to talk to your fans, the people out there. And we should have another one soon. Yeah. And thank you very much. Don't forget, check out Marcus Brannock Poet on YouTube and keep an eye out for more. Thank you.
Mille bikes.